field runway 28 right. It struck power lines about 2 miles southeast of the airport, then collided with a house. We have an unknown number of occupants on board and an unknown number of fatalities on board the airplane. No fatalities on the ground. We do have a few ground injuries. Been a multi-agency response. The NTSB is sending 8 investigators en route, should be here later this evening, along with representatives from Williams, who are the engine manufacturer, and Textron, who are the airframe manufacturer. We plan on spending today, tonight, and all of tomorrow on scene, documenting the accident site, and then plan on recovering the airplane to a secure location on Saturday. There should be a preliminary report on our website in about 2 weeks. That's ntsb.gov, and then the final report generally takes 12 to 18 months. We're asking that, although we know it was early in the morning when the accident happened, about 3:45, we're asking that if there are any witnesses or people who might have video that might have captured some of the accident sequence, they reach out to us at witness@ntsb.gov, and then any updates for press briefings will be on Twitter, and that'll be NTSB_newsroom. So I can answer a few questions. We have very limited information right now, but I'll try and do my best. And when I ask you, if you could just tell me your affiliation and your name.
Yeah, Matthew Seymour, Fox, Los Angeles. Was the weather system at the airport working at the time of the crash?
It's unknown, at a very early stage right now. It's unknown, but as you know, there's fairly foggy weather conditions. But we haven't got that far yet.
Was the tower closed at the time?
I believe it was. I believe it would have been closed at 3:45 in the morning, yes. Fairly normal for a small airport like this to be closed. Generally, they're open between 6 or 7 in the morning and 8 at night. So it's too early for right now. We don't have any information on whether they were on an IFR flight plan or a VFR flight plan. So I'm sorry, I don't have that information.
Are you working on any theories to find out the cause of this?
No, right now we're just documenting the evidence. That's the only plan right now. Yeah, Elliot Simpson with the NTSB.
Okay, great. And can you also tell us a little bit more about what you know as far as hitting the home? Did it hit one home or how many?
It struck one home, and then quite a fair number of automobiles then caught fire afterwards.
And power line as well?
And it did strike a power line about 2 miles away.
Is it for a pilot coming in, not knowing weather conditions to land?
So I'm going to avoid questions like this right now. They're a little analytical. I'll give you any facts that you would like to know, but rather the analytical questions we'll pass on. And remember, name and affiliation.
CBS 8, sorry.
Thank you.
Liz from NBC News. 2 questions for you. One, was the home that it hit this one? And 2, there's a news report that says that 3 of the occurrences.
No, we don't have any full identification on the total number of fatalities right now. Again, no, we don't. We haven't ID'd them yet. That is the home, and the power lines are about 2 miles away. Yep.
And you can't say how many were on board at all? Did the power line impact what you think brought the plane down, or do you think it was already in a downward trajectory?
Again, too early to say. There are fragments of the airplane underneath the power lines.
It looked like there was a wing over there on the street. Can you confirm that?
There is there is.
So it flipped the power line or the light post and the wing came on?
Presumably, yes. Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask, was there any call from the pilot before the...
We haven't listened to the audio yet. We'll know a lot more later this evening.
Does this plane have a black box?
Sorry.
Can you confirm that you said that there's still an unknown number of passengers on board?
Unknown, yeah.
So is it typical for a plane to fly into an airport without anyone at the tower of that particular?
Not unusual at all, yeah. No, you can land at an airport when there's no tower controllers there. And sorry, you had...
Does this plane have a black box?
So this airplane likely has a flight data recorder and possibly a cockpit voice recorder as well. We haven't recovered those, no.
And there were reports of a lot of jet fuel. Chip goes to KTLA.
Yeah.
There were reports that there was jet fuel pouring down the street. Afterwards, we talked about the refuel, I think, in Wichita.
Yep.
How much fuel would have been on it?
We don't know yet, but we're going to find out how much they would have fueled up. A fair amount. I'm sorry.
So can you repeat from what city or state departed? And
So Teterboro at about 11:15 last night, then stopped in Wichita at airport with identifier Alpha Alpha 0, which is where they got fuel. But the initial departure was from Teterboro.
Do we know passengers?
No. Excuse me.
Last
Yeah.
Describe at least what you've seen so far right now as far as the debris field goes. What kinds of things are you finding on the ground as far as parts of the plane?
So we found fragments of the airplane that are not yet to be identified underneath the initial power lines, and then we do have a wing on the road just on the other side here, and the remainder of the wreckage appears to be on the street just behind you. Okay.
Quick
Great.
question, Jessica Nova with ABC7. The tail number or wing number, you can release that?
Yeah, November 666 Delta Sierra. That's a little beyond the scope of the press briefing right now. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Actually, if you check on the feed, we'll let you know. Probably later tonight or tomorrow morning. Okay, thank you.